With that, we come to the end of this formal function. We now would like to invite Swami Bodhaswarupanandaji Maharaj, Adhyaksha of this Ramakrishna Math Halasuru, to deliver the vote of thanks. Maharaj is a senior monk of the Ramakrishna order. He is a graduate in engineering from NIE Mysore, and he has been associated with the Ramakrishna Math as a monastic since the 1990, 17 years in Belur Math in life rehabilitation, and later he was also part of various relief activities and the celebration committee for the 150th year anniversary celebration of Swamiji, where he went and did a lot of work for the poor and downtrodden in the district of Kodagu. He is also currently the convener of the Karnataka Ramakrishna Vivekananda Yuva Parishad and one of the vice presidents of the Karnataka Ramakrishna Vivekananda Bhava Prachar Parishad. Swami Bodhaswarupanandaji. Thank you, Maharaj, for arranging such an eminent panel for all of us, and I'm sure on behalf of all of you, thank you for arranging this panel for all of us. Thank you.
Okay, this one. Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmaswarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Surahe Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Revered Swami Shuddhidanandaji Maharaj, eminent speakers, Dr. T.S. Mohan and Sri Gokul Muthuji, and all the participants here. Namaskars to everybody. Will Durant, American writer, mentions about you will be doing greatest service to mankind not by raising the roofs of the buildings but raising the minds of men. This workshop is mainly aimed at that how to raise our minds. We are all IT professionals, you know, but how to live a contented life, how to make our integrated life, integrated person, how to develop our integrated personality. It comprises of physical, mental, intellectual, ethical as well as spiritual. These are all the different dimensions. When we develop, then only we will be able to develop total personality. Otherwise, what Swamiji says, he said in the 11th September 1893, sectarianism, bigotry and its horrible descendant fanaticism have long professed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilization and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. But their time is come. I fervently hope that the bell that followed this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecution with the sword or with the pen, and of all uncharitable feelings between persons lending their way to the same goal. It was said in 1893, now we are in 2026. Probably the same situation till there. That's why one of the American authors writes a book, The Gift Unopened. Swami Vivekananda gave a gift to the world, but we have not yet opened. These are all there in the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, 9 volumes. Particularly the America, that the author writes in that book, Columbus discovered the soil of America, Swami Vivekananda discovered soul of America, she mentions there. So, when we say all these sayings of Swamiji, which he uttered long back, we can put it in the same context today. It applies to the 21st century. Only the sword has to be replaced with a barrage of rockets, missiles and drones, all those things, weapons, etc. At present, the main threat to human fellowship, solidarity and cooperation is the rule of religious fanaticism in several parts of the world. So that's why the Swamiji's teachings are universal. It is the significance. We need to study the life and teachings of Swami Vivekananda. It is so much needed as at present. If we want peace in the world, we need to go for Swami Vivekananda. Swamiji was not against the material advancement. Our Shastras tell about Aparavidya as well as Paravidya. We are not contented with only the spiritual realization. They have given equal importance to that. As Swamiji said, those who can prayas, they can go for Shreyas also. At that time, Swamiji mentions, no one can resist, none can resist. No more we can resist some sort of material civilization from the West. It is not that we ought to learn everything from the West or that they have to learn everything from us. But each will have to supply and hand down to future generations what it has for the future accomplishment of the dreams of ages, the harmony of nations, an ideal world. Here comes what is the distinctive feature of the 21st century. He says that it is the emergence of the world civilization. It is this composite culture, both science and spirituality have equally important roles to play. Swamiji did not condemn science as materialistic. He saw science as the pursuit of truth at a lower level. Science as the pursuit of at a lower level, whereas spirituality is the pursuit of the ultimate truth or reality at a higher level of consciousness. As such, science and spirituality are not contradictory to each other, but are mutually complementary. Further, Swami Vivekananda held that religion itself might be regarded as a higher science, the science of consciousness. Then what he disapproved was the pursuit of sense enjoyments as the sole goal of life, neglect and exploitation of the poor, claiming undue privileges and different forms of social injustice. Our nations at a national level, we have done two sins, he said. One is neglect of the masses, the not giving proper respect to the women. These are the two made our country very in bad shape. Of course, nowadays when you see all the women, most of them are the IT engineers, also women, that to some extent we have warded off that sins, but neglect of the masses is still there. Even thousands and thousands of people are living under poverty. I was in Coorg for quite a long time, 14 years. I have seen many tribal people are just one plastic tarpaul is over their head and cover it sides also. Such terrible conditions they are there. That's why Swamiji says, him I call a Duratman who having educated at the expense of the poorest of the poor but paying no heed to them. It is our fundamental duty to feel for the downtrodden, feel for the neighbors. This is what particularly the cream of the society, you are all in IT field, you are enjoying that so much of money, all the education you have got very in good education institutions. One of our Vice President Maharajis used to tell, all of you have got that excess money, excess energy, excess time, you need to give back to the society. You have to give back to your fellow citizens. That is what need of the hour. It is not just for our own enjoyment. This life is that we need to serve. How it can be done? Swamiji said, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy and be free. All other rituals, temples, churches, all other but secondary details, he says. So because time, I am aware of the time constraints, that's why I am trying to concise. 3 types of worship can be done. One is, we worship in the temples, in our homes, we have got a small temple in the shrines. And second one is, we have to worship God in our own beings. That is by meditating on God, by repeating God's name. The third one is service of God in man. The same divinity is there in other human beings. So by seeing them, we have to serve them. That is what Swamiji says. Matrudevo bhava, Pitrudevo bhava, Acharya Devo bhava. This our scriptures, they say. The Swamiji goes one step further. Dina Devo bhava, Daridra Devo bhava, Rogi Devo bhava. All these things, by that one can serve the society better. One such classic example, our Partha Mandal. Partha is here. Please stand up, Partha. He is one such example I can tell you. He is also IT engineer. but he has made an organization. Through that, he is helping people in so many ways. Even when one of our staff member is there, before his coming, he had to be trouble was there. It has to be heart transplant had to be taken place. This he collected money from his friends and other things. He is there for the last 11 years. That boy is still there. That means so much effort he has put. This is what Swami Vivekananda wants you to do for all of us. My faith is in younger generation. Out of them will come my workers. They work like giants, like that he says. This is what you have to take back. When you attend the value education workshop like this, what is your pay? You talk about when you work for the company, how much I take back to my home. Now, after attending this type of value education workshop, what you are going to take back to yourself, to the society, to your home. This is what we would like to tell you. This is what Genesis also Sri Ramakrishna has given. You can serve others, you cannot show compassion to others, you can only serve others. This idea Swami Vivekananda imbibed from Sri Ramakrishna. That is, Genesis is there. All such things I am not going to in detail. Albert Einstein says, science can denature plutonium but not the wickedness of human heart. For that, we have to look for some other source. That is what religion. In this case, religion is not just organized religion and other things. What Swamiji says, to know about that Almighty God. How to do that? We must adopt an education that helps us to realize divinity within us. So, Swamiji says that divinity is there in me, in others. So, when somebody is there in difficulty, I should help them. Revered Swami Bodhaswarupanandaji, he inaugurated this temple, our temple. He was the 12th president of the order. He used to tell, Aparer abhav dur kara seva bole. If you remove the others' wants, that is real service. That is what is to tell. Now, after coming to the conclusion of this workshop, it is worth pausing to reflect on a simple but searching question. What do we carry back from here into our daily lives and workplace? In the IT world, you deal with codes, algorithms, platforms and systems. Yet behind every line of code stands a human mind. And behind every system stands a human heart. Value education reminds us that while technology can process information with great speed, only values can process life with depth and direction. So, that's why we need to have the clarity of purpose, integrity of character, and harmony of human relationship. So, all these many other things are there. Just I will try to cut short. One quotation of Swamiji I would like to tell and conclude. We want that education by which character is formed, the strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one stands on his own feet. Let us all try to study Swami Vivekananda and try to excel in our life, not only excel in our professional field, excel in our life also, and attain peace and contentment in the life. This is our prayers to Swamiji and Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother Sharda Devi. Thank you. And for this function, our revered Swami Shuddhidaranji has come all the way from Mayavati and later from Calcutta he has come. I heartily thank him for coming over here on our request and giving so many lectures. He gave 5 lectures, 3 plus 2 to 5 lectures he has given during his stay here in Halasuru. I am grateful to him. On behalf of the ashrama, I offer my respectful namaskars to him. And our Professor Kamakoti, in spite of his busy schedule, he has come all the way since morning. He started from Chennai and again tonight he will go back. So with his busy schedule he has come here. So I heartily congratulate and thank him for coming over here and address all of you. And our own Dr. T.S. Mohan, He has come all the way from Bangalore, Basavanagudi, and given this beautiful talk, his presentation, and I heartily thank him on behalf of all of you and on behalf of the ashrama. And thank you, Dr. Mohan. And our Gokul Muthu is our own person. He is the mentor of our Vivekananda Yuvaka Sangha, and his science and spirituality, it is harmonized, has developed in his mind. So I heartily congratulate him for his presentation and also thank him for coming over here and participate in this work. Our Professor Hariharan, he has done a lot of work, groundwork for the several days in making this program successful, and also he gave the welcome address also. To him also I heartily congratulate and thank him. And Dr. Sharath Warrior is one who compared this entire program. He is also associated with our Vivekananda Yuvaka Sangha. He is also taking classes now and then. So I offer my respectful namaskars and thanking Dr. Sharath Warrior. And moreover, I thank all of you for having participated in this beautiful workshop, and other volunteers have tirelessly worked, many of our Swamis and Brahmacharis. To them also I thanking them, and also again all the institutions they have represented their particular this one, and I thank all of them. Knowingly, unknowingly, many have helped us. To all of them, I heartily congratulate them.
Yes.
Tomorrow there is National Youth Day according to English calendar. Yesterday we celebrated as according to the Hindu calendar. Tomorrow there is 8 o'clock. We are garlanding the statue of Swami Vivekananda at Halasuru Lake, and 8:30 procession will start from here to the principal streets of Halasuru, and then 11 to 1 o'clock we are conducting the public meeting and youth convention. All of you are requested to participate in that program also, and also, yes. And in the evening at 4 o'clock, we are going to conduct another program at KSR railway station gate number 3, where we have installed a very big statue of Swami Vivekananda. It is called Vivekananda Memorial Park and Statue. There also you can participate. And on 16th also there is youth convention as part of the annual celebrations of the Ramakrishna Vivekananda Bhav Prachara Yuva Parishad. And 16th afternoon, 17th and 18th, these 3 days, we are conducting the one concluding phase of the Ramakrishna Vivekananda movement in Halasuru. So all of you are requested to participate in it. We will send the details through WhatsApp groups. And now there will be a beautiful cultural program. Brahmachari Sri Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj from Bijapura to Vijaypura, he is coming over here enacting the role of Swami Vivekananda. It is a very interesting program. He has conducted more than 300 programs in different schools and colleges in Karnataka and other parts of India. He will be assisted by Sri Bharat Raju. So kindly attend this program also. Maybe 45 minutes they will be going to do this program. Now we'll just close of this particular concluding program. Jaikara I will give. So Jai Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Deva ki Jai, Jai Sri Sharada Mai ki Jai, Jai Srimad Swami Vivekananda Maharaj ji ki Jai.